What's up, guys? My name is Isaac, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about house hacking. Now, if you aren't already familiar with what house hacking is, I'll be explaining it and why I personally recommend it. I'll be explaining my house hack position and why I think it could potentially be a really good financial decision for a lot of people. If you don't already know what house hacking is, it's a way to turn your primary residence into an investment vehicle. This could be owning a multifamily property and renting out the other unit or units, or if you own your own house, it could just mean renting out a bedroom. So if you're thinking of investing in real estate, I think house hacking would definitely be a good option to consider, because if you buy a house as your primary residence, you're going to get way better terms on your financing, like lower interest rate, and you're going to be able to put a lot less money down. When you buy a property as your primary residence, most lenders will only require you to live there for 1 year. So you can live there for a year, but if you're on a 30-year fixed mortgage, you still get the best rate and lowest payment possible. But after that year's up, you can rent out the property if that's what you decide to do. This house you see in the picture is a 2-bedroom, 1-bath house in Texas, and it's what I bought as my first property. So, of course, I'm sharing the property with one of my buddies, but I think it's been really great for us because we've been able to reduce our monthly expenses by quite a bit, as opposed to if we were both renting our own apartments or something similar to that. And in addition to living more cheaply, I'm also building equity as I'm paying off the property every month. So when you're looking for a property that you want to house hack, all you really got to do is just look for the same things you would look for in a rental. Just look for a property that the numbers make sense, that it's going to cash flow if you did decide to rent it out. Everybody's preferences are going to be a little different, but personally, I just try to find properties that give you the most beds and baths for the money. And I don't mind buying properties that need a little bit of fixing up. Location of the house actually does matter a lot too. You obviously want a location that's in a nice neighborhood and not a crappy neighborhood. And you want to pick a town or a city that's growing and not just becoming a ghost town, obviously. And bonus points if your house is next to a school or a college. Now, whenever you finance a property, I would recommend financing a 30-year fixed mortgage, because then you're going to get the lowest monthly payment possible, and you're going to know exactly what your principal and interest payments are going to be for the next 30 years. And because of how amortization works, each month that you pay on the mortgage, you're going to be putting more toward the principal and less toward interest. So for me, it makes sense to do this as soon as you can, rather than spending more years of your life renting. And also, housing tends to go up in value with inflation. So in addition to the equity that you're building by paying down your principal, you're also going to be getting a little bit of appreciation value on top of that. And you're going to get that value back whenever you sell the property, or if you decide to do a cash out refinance. All right, so I think that's about it. I think I touched on everything that's important. If you have any questions at all, just leave a comment. And for me, house hacking is, not something that's going to print a crazy amount of money in a short amount of time, but it is going to save a little bit of money that I can just use to reinvest into more stocks and real estate. And it's a good long-term financial decision, in my opinion. I'm 20 right now, so we'll just see how this ages for me. But I think it's really a good first step into real estate and that market. Thank you for watching. Yeah, so one more thing, just as a disclaimer, I am not a certified financial advisor, so please do your own research before you invest. Don't just take the advice of some guy off the internet.
This is my cul-de-sac. It always has been, and it always will.